right, good. Thank you. So I'm very happy to be with you today, and we are going to mostly communicate in the comment section. If you want, you can put your questions in the last comment section. I'll be reading that. Yep, okay. So under the last post, you can write down anything you want and all the stuff. So first of all, while we are waiting for others to join, let's get started with a short icebreaker question. I'm really interested, where are you watching me from or watching this webinar from? So stupid answers are not accepted. So you cannot type like from planet Mars or from planet Earth. No, tell me about your region, where are you from? So it's very interesting for me. Okay, what are you most excited for? Let's go. Under the last post, where are you watching this webinar from? Okay, where are you from? We have 2 more minutes to chat, so I'm going to use that opportunity. All right, let's go. So let's read the comment section. Where are you watching? Tashkent, Samarkand, cool. Namangan, Pop region, great. I've had lots of students from Namangan, Pop actually, very smart students. Andijan, nice. Tashkent, okay. So most Tashkent people, yes, mostly Tashkent. Okay, Bukhara, Karsha, wow, okay. Tashkent, Samarkand, from the heart of Karakal, Pakistan. Hello. Nukos, Kibrai, hello. From YouTube. Very nice. Andijan, Surkhandarya, yes. Okay, cool. Karakal, Pakistan, right? Navai, Kosan, yes, great. Kosan is in Kashkadarya or in Namangan? Where? From Egypt, nice. Urgench, Andijan, nice. Tashkent, very nice, very cool. What else? Tashkent, Nurkos, Urgench, yes. All right, so lots of people from different parts of Uzbekistan and the world sometimes. Samarkand, okay. Kitop from Kashkadarya, right? Okay, so Tashkent, Samarkand, Jizza, finally, we have someone from Jizza. I was actually looking for Bukhara, okay. Actually, you know, on September 13, after a month, I'm going to Bukhara for a marathon. It's called Bukhara Night Race. Say hi if you guys also join the marathons. Kukon, hello. Fergana, Sirdaryo, okay. The first person from Sirdaryo, nice. Namangan, Andijan. I think we didn't have anyone. Oh, one more Jizza. We didn't have anyone from which part? Navai we had, right? Okay, right. Very nice, Mr. K. Yes, write down stupid stuff. Yes, we pay attention to you, all the stuff. Yes, Khorazm, Samarkand, Sirdarya. Nice, very nice. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and very nice to meet you. And hopefully you'll not get bored with me today and all the stuff. Oh, thank you for your hearts. Thank you for the emojis. Okay, from Firgana. Nice. Okay, so let's get started with the task, actually, with the work. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully it will work. So I think everybody can see. All right, great. So again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to give them in the chat. I mean, in the comment section under the last post. I'll be happy to answer them. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so actually, do you guys mind if I do like this? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so 1 second. Right. Okay, cool. All right, let's get started then. So the webinar is about task response and task achievement sections in IELTS writing. So actually, you know what I want to do? I want to insert, hold 1 second. Sorry, it's taking me some time. I want to insert my camera here. Yes, okay. Now I think it will be cool. Okay, cool. So why, first of all, you should watch this webinar and why you should trust me. I'm actually very proud that I scored 8.5 in writing 3 times in a row. Before that, my writing score used to be 8 or 7.5. It started with 7, of course, and then 7, 7.5, and then it fluctuated around 8 sometime. And then I got 8.5 several times before getting overall 9, of course. So this journey has been very challenging, at the same time very exciting, and I'm very happy to share the tips with you. And today's agenda, we're going to have a look at 4 common mistakes, and we are going to look at 3 very advanced methods and plus activities, and at the very end we're going to have a Q&A session. So I'm very happy, again, one more time, to share all the knowledge I have with you. Okay, so let's have a look at 4 common mistakes. But before that, I want to talk about the challenges of the writing process. So as you can see in the writing section, it's one of the most difficult one compared to the other sections of IELTS. And then even native speakers cannot get higher mark, you know. I've seen lots of people who are stuck at 6 or 6.5 at their writing, but when it comes to listening, reading skills, they just excel at it, right? Okay. Why it could happen? There are so many reasons, and most of them are individual reasons. But I found this very cool meme on the internet. As you can see, the largest percentage of the writing process is spent on surfing the internet. Yes, which means we mostly get distracted, etc. And yes, and actual writing is a very small percentage, right? Okay, I found it funny. Never mind. So first of all, what is task response and task achievement anyway? So task achievement. Long story short, you have to act like a news reporter. Yes, you have to report the main facts from the chart, no opinions, just key information. That's basic. Yes, everybody knows. And in the task response part, in task 2, it happens in task 2, you have to act like a detective. Yes, you should answer every single question. You have to explore the topic, prove evidence. Yes, I'm going to repeat one more time. You have to prove evidence for your arguments in order to achieve 8+ in writing. Yes. Okay. Now we are going to have this webinar in an engaging style. So we're going to start with our criminals. I think somebody's mic is on. I would ask you guys to give me a microphone. Right, thank you. So we are going to talk about some of the criminals, and these criminals, they're actually committing crime, and they're lowering your mistakes, lowering your score. Yes. Okay, so the first one is generalizer. This is very, very common in IELTS. So what the generalizer criminal does, they give vague sentences with no support. It means they just write vague statements. I'm not talking about even a body paragraph. I'm talking about specific sentences. If you look at the first sentence in red, the internet has changed people's lives. This is very common statement. For example, very vague with no support. Yes. Actually, in order to get higher mark in writing, you need to know how to write good arguments. Yes, I'm not saying sentences. You need to have strong arguments. So how would you improve that? How would I improve that? I would say the internet has revolutionized communication. You see, I'm more specific. It has revolutionized communication. If you say it changed people's lives, the examiner may have a question: in what aspect it changed people's life? Did it change people's diets? Did it change people's relationships? Or did it change people's outward appearance, maybe? Yes. So you have to be very specific. It actually revolutionized, it changed people's communication, allowing people to connect instantly with family across the globe through video calls. So why the sentence highlighted in red, highlighted in green is better? Because instead of giving a vague statement, this sentence is specific enough. Yes, the sentence is specific because they're not focusing on all aspects of people's lives. They're focusing on only one aspect, which is communication aspect. Okay, so in order to get, for example, let's say your writing score is at band 7 level right now, yes, and you want to make it band 8. This is actually what improved in my writing as well over the years. As I said, my writing used to be at band 7. I got band 7 several times in my writing. And then to make it band 8 or even 8.5 in a row, I tried these techniques, of course. Yes, I fixed these mistakes, let's say. I identified these criminals in my writing task, though, to be honest. All right, so here I'm more focused, more specific, and even more specific, I'm saying, which allows people to connect instantly with family across the globe through video calls, you see? So I'm even more specific. How has internet can change our communication? Because we can connect with each other using video calls. Yes. Now this sentence is even more specific. Now, guys, I'm going to give you a task. Okay. I know I'm very stereotypical teacher who gives you task activities all the time. So my task for you is this. In the chat, under the comments section, make this sentence specific one. Okay. Homeschooling is not effective. homeschooling is not effective. This is a broad statement. You have to make it more specific. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to try that and some examples. So okay, I'm going to help you. So you can say homeschooling is not effective because it's something, or homeschooling is not effective because homeschooled children get poor quality of education. Yes, something like this. Or homeschooling is not effective because children after homeschooling is not effective, you have to use some phrases like because, since, yoki which means that, or which means that the disadvantage in it. Okay, let's go. So I trust you. You can put some kind of a, let's say, grammatical device, grammatical tool, and then give one disadvantage, one reason why it's not effective, okay, under the comment section. Let's start. So I'm going to read the comment section as well right now. So let's go. Let's go. I need at least 2 responses. After 2 responses, I'm going to teach you the rest of the things. Otherwise, will not. Okay. So let's go. I can see that some people are typing. That's good. Okay, Aziza, very nice. Homeschooling is not effective since it makes children reluctant and not as responsible as in traditional education. Very nice. Nice. Super. Thank you. Homeschooling may not be effective. Very nice, Sitora, because children who are homeschooled cannot be well supervised effectively. Good. Great. Well done. All right, let's say one more, Maya. Okay, good. Final one. Oh, nice. Homeschooling is not effective because you can't focus their attention in one place. Okay. By saying they, you need to specify, like students. Yes, maybe homeschooling is not effective. Distractions. Okay, cool. Homeschooling is not effective as it can result in sedentary lifestyle. Okay, very nice. Very cool responses. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dite Kamala Harris, right? Okay, so let's continue. Now, the second criminal that we need to identify is actually the question dodger. This criminal, what is the task of this criminal? This criminal only answers the one part of a 2-part question. Okay, this is also very common among students. Most students maybe don't understand the question. So at the end, they don't understand or they don't address the task fully, which can, let's say, significantly lower their task response score. And I also did this for many years. Trust me, for many years. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. It's about extreme sports. Discuss both these views and give your opinion. So among these 2 structures, which structure is better? What do you think? Is it this structure or this structure? So structure number 1 or structure number 2. Put your answers in the chat. I'm going to go to the comments. Okay, so let's see. In your opinion, which structure is better to fully address the task written in the question? Oh my goodness, thank you so much for your responses. Hojakpar, it's the second one. Okay, second one. Okay, second one. But okay doesn't mean correct. Okay, pay attention. Good. Okay doesn't mean correct. Thank you. Thank you. Second one, first one, second one. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. So most people, choose the second one, and let's see which one is correct. Okay, I also opt for the second one because the first one doesn't fulfill the task fully, right? In the first structure, you're just discussing 2 views in the introduction. Okay, so body 1, view 1, body 2, view 2. But when it comes to the second structure that I suggest, you have additional body 3 that discuss your personal opinion. This is much better way to achieve higher mark. And by saying higher mark, I'm talking about band 8 in writing, okay? At least in task response part, okay? So if you are somebody at, let's say, band 6, sometimes even band 7 level, you can follow the first structure. But if you want to upgrade your score, I highly, highly recommend the second one, because this is one of the changes that I made in my writing as well. Okay? Because in the past, I used to follow the first structure, which was not very effective. Then I'm following the second structure, which is very effective. Okay, cool. So you give body 1, you discuss the view 1. In the body 2, you discuss the view 2. In body 3, you give your specific opinion. It can be even different opinion. For example, if you look at the task, some people think that extreme sports help to build character, like boxing, or parachuting, all this stuff, and others disagree. So you can say, you can discuss view 1, you can discuss the view 2, and the question is, what do you write in body 3? Yes. So your body 3 answer, your opinion can be something like, well, actually, there is no universal answer to this. Yes. It could be both. It depends on the person. This is bo'ladi, to'g'rimi? Chunki faqat masalan boxing qilish har bir odamga har xil ta'sir qilishi mumkin, yoki bo'lmasa skydiving qilish yoki skiing. Shaxsan o'zim ham rosa ko'p marta skiing qilganman, and then it's type of extreme sport, but it didn't help me build my character. Yes, I don't have this skier mindset, for example. To'g'rimi? O'shaning uchun aytsangiz bo'ladi. Bu odamga qarab farqlanadi. This is bo'ladi in the body 3. Okay? So body 3, you should be free. It's your opinion. You can give any opinion that you want as long as it's related to the question. Okay? Great, cool. So this is what I wanted to say about the criminal 2. Now, the final, no, not the final, pre-final criminal. Criminal number 3, it's off-topic wonder. It's very common. A lot of people go off-topic. So, dear students, let's read this question. So let me look at the time. Okay, we're good with time. Okay, so the question. In many countries, traditional food, yes, such as plo, yes, or mante in Uzbekistan are being replaced by fast food, right, like KFC. This has a negative impact on families, individuals, and society. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, so this is the question. Let's have a look at the sample answer for this question. So this student, this is imaginary student, started on topic. Okay, so he said traditional homeschooling meals, change it to fast food. It has consequence for family life. When families stop eating together, they lose their bonding time. Okay, this is on topic. I agree. So they are talking about the impact of eating fast food, not traditional food. Yes, so it's good. But this student committed the second crime. Yes, they went off topic. Now look at this. So after saying bonding, they're saying this is because these days parents are often working longer hours and they don't have time to cook. Modern workplaces are extremely competitive and it leads to stress and burnout. As you can see, guys, they changed the topic from impact of fast food to modern work culture and how stressful it is, how burnout people can be in the modern workplace and all this stuff. You see the shift of the topic? Yes. So I'll try to explain one more time. So they changed it from traditional meals to, let's say, they're not cooking anymore, they're eating fast food. As a result, their family bonds are suffering. And they went off topic basically by saying that parents are working too much, it's stressful. No, right? Okay. So as I said, I like to give activities to my students all the time because I want to test their knowledge so frequently. So you also have another task. So please tell me, is it off topic or not off topic? If it's off topic, how they are changing. Okay, so for example, you put the X and then you say it changes from X to, let's say, Y. Okay, so what is X and what is Y? And first of all, is it off topic or not? If yes, if it's off topic, how they are changing the topic from one topic to another topic. Yes, so put your answers in the comment section. I'll be explaining here. One of the primary arguments for state-funded healthcare. Okay, so state-funded healthcare, it means government-funded healthcare, which means free healthcare, yes? So the X is free healthcare. Okay, so they're talking about free healthcare. Now, how they are going off topic. So from free healthcare, they are changing the topic to what? Okay, you have to answer this question mark in the comment section. So they changed the topic, they shifted the topic from free healthcare to what? Let's go. So let's see who will be the first person to comment the answer. So let's go. Yes, it's off topic, Madina, you're right. Now they're changing the topic from what topic to what topic. Okay, you have to find, you have to tell me. So from healthcare topic to topic. I'm going to give you some time to read. Okay, nice. White player. Nice response. Let's see if we have more responses. Yes, exactly, right. Medical career, yes, from healthcare to medical profession. Nice. Yep. Yep, good job. Shoxana, nice. What else? Or who else? Challenges of being a doctor. Yep, very nice, Vazira. Good job, good job. Good job, everyone. Well done. Okay, Khochakbar, nice, Aziza. All right, great. Wow, okay, I knew you were very knowledgeable. You don't even need teaching. Come on, guys. Okay, good, cool. So, yes, and you were completely right. From the, for example, parts, the changes the topic from healthcare to difficulties of being a doctor. Very well done. Okay, so be careful. If you notice that you are off topic, since IDP, I mean, not IDP, I mean, IELTS overall is computer-based now, you can easily erase your answers, you can easily delete your response and then rewrite. But try to not to go off topic, okay? So in order not to go off topic, you should read each sentence after writing, okay? For example, you are done writing this sentence and you wrote one example and you need to read them together, okay? If they are making sense, then keep writing. If not, just stop there and change the sentence, okay? yoki bo'lmasa nima bunaqa qilasiz. Masalan, for example sentence ni yozdingiz, keyin they must go through buni yozib bo'ldingiz. O'shandan keyin yana o'sha ikkita gapni qo'shimcha bitta o'qib ko'rasiz yoki full paragrafni qo'shimcha bitta o'qib ko'rasiz, okay? If they are making sense, then go ahead. All right, so thank you. Nice. Now, the last criminal for today, it's actually related to task 1. This criminal lists every single number from a chart. Now, let's have a look at the chart. Percentage of population living in cities, yes? Okay, imagine we're talking about Malaysian population, okay? So this is Malaysian population, to give you better understanding. So this is a super bad example. Look at this, because you're describing even, okay, so please guys, turn off your microphones. Thank you. Turn off your microphones. Let's go, come on. Microphones off. All right, so they're describing every single data. In 1970, the share of Malaysian population was 30, okay, I got it. In this year, it was at 30. Then in 1990, it was 45, okay. Then in 2040, it will rise to 80. Okay, so basically, as you can see, they're describing every single thing, and they are basically listing. So what could be a good example? You don't have to list everything, guys. If it's a common trend, you can just describe common trends in one phrase, yes? If it's increase, you don't have to say each increase dishes shart emas, okay? If you look at the Malaysian population, it all the time increases, yes? It all the time increases. You don't have to like divide this and tell every single point, let's say. So better example would be start point. In this year, the share of Malaysian population stood at 30%, okay, it's at 30%. After that, after which, it significantly increased to around 75 in 2020, okay? In 2020, it increased to 75. Why exactly 2020? Because this is in the past. Starting from 2030 and 2040, this is future. Okay, that's why I'm writing it in the next sentence. It will, because it's in the future, yes, it will follow an upward trend, reaching a peak at 80% in 2040. Okay, so basically I divided my line into 1, 2, and 3 sentences. I mean, 3 parts, and each part has its specific purpose. The first X is the start point. The next X is the past. The last X is the future tense, right? So every time you divide, every time you describe any number, it should have a specific purpose, okay? Don't just say, for example, the Indonesian population increased little by little, yes? Little by little, yes? Don't need to say so, okay? So you have to, let's say, divide them into chunks, into specific parts with some kind of logic. All right. So with that, I'm done with mistakes or criminals that are lowering your score, and we are pretty good with the time. So I'll quickly explain the method that everybody is looking for, yes, that everybody is looking forward. So the method number 1, I only have 3 methods, okay, and then we will do Q&A. So method 1, the why for paragraphs. Guys, this was very life-changing for my writing experience as well. And after you write your topic sentence, every time you have to ask yourself why or so what at least 2 times, okay? So have a look at the example. My topic sentence is working from home, remote working. Remote working increases workers' productivity, yes? So remote working increases my productivity or workers' productivity. Bu degani, o'sha uydan turib ishlayotgan ishchilar ko'proq productive bo'ladi, to'g'rimi? Ko'proq nima deydi, ishchanroq bo'ladi. Xullas, yes. Okay, so I need to ask this question, why? Why? Because it eliminates long commute, avtobusda, taksida borish shart emas, and it gives more energy, more time to your tasks. Yes, of course. Endi so'rayman o'zimdan. So what? Keyin nima bo'ladi? Keyin nima bo'ladi? Mana shu long commutelar qoldi, energy o'ziga qoldi, keyin nima bo'ladi? Nima deb o'ylaysiz? Men o'ylayman, u not only for the employee, it's beneficial not only for the employee, but also for the whole company. Yes, because productive employees means more tasks to be done and more profit. Yes. So what? Keyinchi degani, this not only benefits the company's output, but also improves employee well-being. Oh, okay. Demak, ishchilarning sog'lig'iga ham ta'sir o'tkazadi, leading to higher job satisfaction and retention. Okay. Demak, ular ishini tashlab ketmaydi va ko'proq job satisfaction bo'ladi. Great. Okay. Shunga o'xshagan. Doim o'zingizdan why, so what, do you have any example? Shunaqa savollarni so'rashingiz kerak. Okay. So, am I talking too fast? If I am, let me know in the comments, okay, because I have a tendency to talk too fast sometimes. I think you got the first one, yes? The first method is very similar to, what is it called? There was like a movie, old movie. Shumbola. Shumbolada keyinchi deyoradi-yu. Just like that. You should also like add depth to your writing. Okay, this is actually, this is actually what makes band 7 different from band 8 actually. Every time I compared my band 7 essays with my band 8, band 8.5, band 9 essays, I realized that the higher level essays have more depth actually. Okay, the next one is concession paragraph for band 7 plus. Concession, it actually means opposite view. You have to give the opposite view. Okay, this is an example. This is another example. So let's have a look at this example. So in the opposite view, in the concession paragraph, you can actually do more research on this. That's why I highlighted in red. So you can do more research on this. So I'm saying it's true that some people believe school uniform stops students from expressing their individuality, right? So by wearing a school uniform, you lose your personal character. Har doim uniform kiyib yurmang, bu sizni individuallikdan uzoqlashtiradi deyapti. So, lekin aytamiz, however, this is a small price to pay for creating a school atmosphere that everybody feels equal. Lekin mana shunaqa qilgandan keyin, mana shunaqa uniform kiygandan keyin everybody feels equal. Yaxshi taraflarini aytib, uni refuse qilamiz. Okay, mana you first acknowledge the opposite view, then you pivot your own view, mana however pivot moment, and focus on their studies, not on who has the most fashionable clothes. This is the refute structure. Mana shu narsa sizga refute structure bo'ladi. Okay? Ya'ni siz birinchi boshqalarning fikrini aytasiz, to'g'ri bu narsa deysiz, lekin meni fikrim ham noto'g'ri emas deb o'zingiz fikringizni berasiz. Xuddi bu debate'ga o'xshaydi, right? Looks like debate. Okay, so the last method 3, it's also one of my favorites, especially for both in task 1 and task 2, but especially in task 2, you first of all start with a macro view, yani kattaroq viewdan boshlaysiz, and you give the smaller view. Yes, usually smaller view is a very specific or even detailed example sometimes. Okay, have a look at the example. So the topic is online learning. We have online learning these days. Yoki xuddi IELTS paperdan CDI ga o'tganda, to'g'rimi? The shift to CDI IELTS exams, yes, or computer-based exams, matter. You got it. So the shift to online education, e-learning, has fundamentally, bu mainly degan, okay? It mainly democratized. I don't know how to read that word. Sorry. Let me try one more time. It has fundamentally democratized access to learning, removing geographical barriers for students worldwide. Okay, nima deyapti? Bu katta viewda, shu macro viewda, they're saying that by online education we have more democratic access. Hamma equal. In the micro go, to'g'rimi? Hamma equal. Hope, give me example. For instance, qarang, kichkinagina example. Everybody can understand. For instance, a student in a small rural village in Vietnam or in Uzbekistan can enroll in a specialized computer science course from MIT. To'g'ri? Hozir bizda course era bor, edX bor, to'g'rimi? Siz qayerda bo'lishingizdan qat'iy nazar, hattoki Harvarddan kurs olsangiz bo'ladi. So accessing lectures, resources were previously available only to a select few who could afford to travel and live in the United States. Oldinlari bu narsa faqat USAdagi odamlarga accessible bo'lgan bo'lsa, hozir online education tufayli bu narsa even o'sha kichkina qishloqlardagi yoshlarga ham yetib boryapti degan ma'noda yozilgan. Okay? So you start from macro and you move on to micro. Okay? Macro and micro. Yes. Micro. Actually, macro and micro bo'lish kerak, like microphone or Microsoft deganda, but masalaga micro deyman. Chunki o'xshaydi macro and micro. So, finally we are done, and I'm very happy to be done because I got a little bit tired, you know. Speaking is not all the time easy. So, I'm ready to listen to your questions. I'm ready for your questions. So, feel free. So, feel free to give your questions under the comment section. You know, you can give your questions in the audio format as well, but it will be a little bit time consuming. So why don't you put your answers in the chat real quickly, yes, in the comment section. So, wow, actually, you know, we finished it in actually under 30 minutes. We finished the whole webinar under 30 minutes. It was quick. Yes, because you guys were so active and you responded very well. And I really liked your responses. You were one of the very active participants ever in the webinars. You know, before the webinar, I was a little bit, let's say, nervous. How would the audience react? Are they knowledgeable? No, not knowledgeable enough to is their level of language enough to understand what I'm going to cover? Because man cover qilgan narsalar, it was mainly related to from band 7 to band 8 writing. Okay, that's why I'm saying. Okay. So let's go to the questions. Could you explain the pivot part? Okay, so basically in the pivot part, so it's opposite view. You're talking about other people's view. You tell what people saying, like what other people are saying, and then pivot part, pivot xuddi raketaga o'xshaydi. Siz unga qarama-qarshi pivot qilasiz. Yes, it's like startup pivot, you know. So o'shanda mana bunaqa deysiz. Masalan, boshqalarning fikri, masalan, men aytaman, green tea is good. Ko'k choy bu yaxshi deyman, chunki u sog'lomroq deyman. Okay, bu meni fikrim. Endi siz aytasiz, okay, it's true, green tea is healthy. Pivot part aytasiz, but however, I believe that coffee is better. Something. Ko'ryapsizmi? Siz menga shoot qilyapsiz. Mana shu pivot. Okay, speakingni qanday oshirgansiz? Speakingni just by speaking. Well, actually, in order to improve your speaking, it takes lots of time and lots of practice. And I highly recommend you guys learn topic vocabulary, a lot of topic vocabulary, and watch more English context. That's just easy. And of course, speak. Yes. If you don't have a speaking partner, you can just like use different objects as a speaking partner. Yes. For example, your remote can be your speaking partner. Yes. For example. Yes, I know. Maybe like recording your voice, something like this. To improve coherence in writing. Yes, so basically this is a very broad topic. Coherence. Shortly speaking, it's somehow related to today's webinar as well. Your ideas should be connected. In a logical order. Yes. Masalan, boyagi o'rgatgan narsam from macro to micro, bu ham o'sha coherence cohesionga kirib ketadi. Coherence cohesion faqat linking wordlar emas, u linking idealar ham coherence cohesion. Okay, actually reading uchun men IELTS YouTube kanaliga borsanglar, reading haqida video chiqarganman. O'sha videoni ko'rsangiz bo'ladi. It's about like kind of a podcast style. Keyin u haqida listening ham chiqargandim. Ko'pchilik menga yaxshi feedback berishdi o'sha videolarim haqida. O'shaning uchun sizga rekomendatsiya qilaman. How can I find ideas in task2? I recommend reading more, like articles, etc., like books. Menda ham oldin idea bo'lmagan because I was too young. Like while I was getting prepared for IELTS for the first time. I was like 14, 15. O'shaning uchun ko'proq o'qish kerak. Articlelar shunga o'xshagan. How to write task2 easily? I don't know. I have no idea about that. It's been very struggling for me too. Please give us at least 2 ways to improve reading. Yes, as I said, o'sha IELTS YouTube kanalida reading haqida video chiqarganman. O'shani ko'rsangiz bo'ladi. Which book or books do you advise to develop writing section fast? I recommend read and understand. Read and understand book and reading more articles. O'sha article o'qib odam, even without realizing, you pick up some new structures, new chunks of language, etc. taskda oson yozish uchun mana shu narsalarni o'rgatdim, lekin everything comes with practice, okay? Hammasini practice bilan qilishingiz kerak. O'zi umuman oson narsa yo'q. Men sizlarga shaxsiy story aytaman. In the past, once upon a time, birinchi o'sha IELTS tayyorlanayotgan vaqtimda I was very young. O'sha aytganimdek 15-14 yosh bo'lganman. 14 yosh bo'lganman, to be more specific. O'sha vaqtida writing task 2, ayniqsa writing part juda ham qiyin bo'lgan men uchun. Nima qilardim? Yozganimda keyin yo'qotib yuborganman, chetga olganman, yana boshqatdan rewrite qilib, hozirgi kunga kelib, mendan eng favorite section qaysi desa writing deyman. O'shaning uchun mana shu webinarda bizga tanlov bor edi. Xohlagan anaqani tanlasangiz bo'lardi mavzuni, men writing tanladim. O'zi har qanaqa webinarga men o'z writing tanlanib boraman. Chunki writing has been my favorite. How? Because I wrote more. Okay? And I still do write more. Nima yoqsa sizga yozaverishingiz kerak, lekin oson yozish mumkin emas. Baribir hamma narsaning o'zini qiyinchiligi bor. Yana bitta narsa, bir haftami, 2 hafta qiyinchilik period bo'ladi. Undan keyin osonlikka chiqadi. Xuddi oyni 15 yoriq, 15 qorong'u deydi-yu. Menda ham shunaqa bo'lgan. Birinchi qiyin bo'lgan task to writing qilish yoki yozish qiyin bo'lgan, keyinchalik o'sha o'rganib anaqa bo'lib ketganman. Faqat consistency. To'g'ri, siz nima deydi, og'riqli bo'lishi mumkin, siz uchun painful bo'lishi mumkin, lekin chidashingiz kerak. O'sha 1 hafta, 2 hafta chidasangiz, keyin hammasi o'z joyiga tushib ketadi, okay? Chidash deganda nima? Yozib feedback olish kerak. Conclusionga ozoda boshlab ketsam yaxshi bo'ladimi yoki aytib o'tib xulosa qilishim kerakmi? Actually, ikkalasi ham yaxshi conclusion uchun. Bu task 2 ayniqsa creative writing xohlaganingizni yozsangiz bo'ladi. Task 2 busiga cheklovlar yo'q, lekin ikkita fikr ham yaxshi. Mening Telegram kanalim yo'q, but I'm on Instagram Gulasal_Butayeva. Lekin Instagram bor, Gulasal_Butayeva. But I don't have channel or something. Listen to video. I'm not recording, but someone from IDP is recording, I'm sure. Scrub maybe, but I'm not sure if they will share the recording. If you use advanced vocab and avoid these mistakes, are we going to get higher score? No, I don't agree with the advanced vocab part. Advanced vocab just says doesn't mean that you will get good mark, but if you avoid these mistakes, yes, I promise you that you will get good mark from task response. Okay, to be clear, not overall writing, task response. Chunki e'londa ham, announcementda ham task response deb yozilgan, to'g'rimi? Grammar boshqa narsa, lexical resource boshqa narsa. Coherence quotient oshirish uchun virgulsiz linking wordlar ishlatish kerak deyishadi. Shu to'g'rimi? Yo'q, to'g'ri emas. Virgulsiz linking word nimaligini bilmayman, balki siz o'sha although, o'shalarni despite, o'shalarni eslatgan bo'lishingiz mumkin. Bu narsa noto'g'ri. Dear students, qarang, bitta bugungi webinarda eng katta oladigan oltin advice nima bo'lishi mumkin sizlarga? Oldingizda turgan o'sha oldinlar qog'ozdirdim, hozir CTI bo'lgani uchun oldingizda turgan o'sha interface, let's say o'sha yozadigan narsani siz buni xuddi rassomning anaqasiga o'xshating, qog'ozga o'xshating. Siz bunga xohlagan narsangizni qo'ysangiz bo'ladi. O'sha as long as you follow the topic. Va xohlagan narsangizni qilsangiz bo'ladi. Unaqa har xil nima deydi, shortcutlardan bormang. Sizni maqsadingiz communicate with words. Sizni essayingizni o'qigan odam reader should understand your arguments and should be convinced. Okay? Ishonishi kerak siz nima deb yozayotganingizga. Umuman coherence u narsalarni virgulsiz linking word, virgulli linking word, u narsa umuman bo'lmagan narsa, okay? Shunaki writing qobiliyatini oshirish kerak, general writing qobiliyatini. It's good to get a 6.4 score for 8th grade. It's great. Actually, getting 6 or 6.5 from writing is not that bad, okay? It's not very bad, but Uzbek people were overachievers, you know. And I asked writing task 2. I used to write body 1, body 2, and give our opinion. Should I put my opinion at the end of body 2, or should I write a separate body 3 for my opinion? Well, it depends from question to question. Actually, all the options are okay. They're all recommended. IELTS writing unaqa banned degan narsa yo'q, mumkin emas degan narsalar rosa ham cheklangan. Men nimani tavsiya qilaman? Mazkur boya ko'rsatgan body 3 uchun alohida struktura, alohida body paragraph, opinion uchun. Only discuss both and give your opinion. Agar agree disagree bo'lsa, shunda ham hammasi opinion bo'ladi agree disagree da. Problem solutionlarda opinionlarni o'sha ichiga berib ketaversangiz bo'ladi. Ba'zilar o'ylaydi problem solutionda opinion kerak emas deb, but actually okay, opinion kerak emas deb argument berishingiz kerak. U boshqa hikoya endi. Boshqa safar yana IDP webinarga chaqirsa, balki yetib berarman. Yes. Okay. So, error free sentences qanchalik ko'p bo'lishi kerak 7+ olish uchun. O'zi bu narsa juda ham noto'g'ri. Ba'zi ko'p odamlar shunaqa deb o'ylaydi. Examinerlar sentencelarni sanaydi. Nechta sentence mistaken, nechta sentence error free deb. Unaqa emas. Ular depends on the severity of your mistakes. Agar siz har safar masalan A artiklini tashlab ketaversangiz, past va 2-3 marta qilsangiz buni, demak past ball olasiz. Agar bir marta qilsangiz buni slip bo'ladi. No. Yoki bo'lmasa if conditionalni ozgina xato ishlatib ketsangiz bir marta it's okay. Lekin 2 marta buni bitta writingda 2 marta qilsangiz bu severe mistake. Shunaqa. Okay. What are the main differences? Yes, ba'zilar mana bu savollar yubormanglar-da, sizlar mana shunaqa stikerlar yuboraveringlar. To burnidan pufakcha chiqadigan, keyin tili osilib qoladigan, tish tushib qolgan, qulog'i shalpayib qolgan, sochi yo'q. Shunaqa stikerlar yuboraveringlar sizlar. Zo'r. I like it. Okay. Chunki boshqa anaqa qiladigan ishlar. So what are the main differences between band 7 and band 8 essays and reports? I actually talked about this. Okay, what do you recommend for new learners who want to improve their writing skills as well as reading more? Reading more. Actually, reading is very, very helpful tool when it comes to writing. You can read a lot of things ranging from Cambridge passages, like reading passages, to books or articles. Articles are the most efficient one for IELTS writing, actually. Okay, hello. How you generate ideas? For example, I generate my ideas by giving myself. Oh no, never talk about yourself in task 2. Okay, you should generalize it. Masalan, my neighbor is addicted to alcohol deyishni o'rniga, mani neighborim ko'p alkohol ichadi deyishni o'rniga, you can say some people may be addicted to alcohol, to'g'rimi? Yoki mani singlim matematikada yaxshi bilmaydi deyishni o'rniga, my sister deyishni o'rniga, you can say some people, some teenagers desangiz bo'ladi. What methods can enable me to use all the vocabulary and grammar knowledge that I know easily when I'm speaking or writing? Of course, practicing. O'zingizni force qilib practice qilishingiz kerak. Challengelar qo'ying o'zingizga. Masalan, today I'm going to practice speaking part 3 and I'm going to use this grammar and I'm going to use this vocabulary deb o'zingizga list qilib oling. Record tashlanadimi? I don't know. Qiynaman, Norm. For listening, as I said, I made one video, like expert video to IELTS Zone's channel, YouTube channel. O'sha YouTube'da IELTS Zone kanalida topsangiz bo'ladi. I also have problems with multiple choice. Buni ham o'sha nimada aytganman, podcastda. Bularni gapirib o'tdik. Reading uchun ko'proq vocabulary kerak, keyin ko'proq o'qishingiz kerak. Unaqa magic tricklar yo'q, guys. Task 1da overall qismi nimalar yozish to'g'ri? Barmoq qismini yozaman. Yana ajralib turadiganlar. Okay, yes. For overview, like you need to pay attention to the bigger picture, kattaroq picturega qaraysiz. Keyin yana bitta narsa, o'zi IELTS stylingizni unutishingiz ham kerak somehow. Men bunaqa deyman. Men har doim shunaqa qilaman overview yozayotganimda. Agar bu newspaperga article bo'lganda, bu news reporter dedim-ku, newspaperga article bo'lganda men nimalarni yozgan bo'lardim readerlarimga qiziqarli bo'lish uchun deb. O'shaning uchun overviewda relationshiplar bo'ladi. Faqat specific narsalarni yozish shart emas. O'zi mumkin ham emas. Qanaqa tushuntirsa bo'ladi. Masalan, bittasi increase qilayotgan bo'lsa, ikkinchisi decrease qiladi, to'g'rimi? You have to understand the relationship between two things. Okay, shunaqa relationshiplarni topishingiz kerak. Xullas, shunaqa. Actually, task 1 overview juda ham katta narsa, ko'p tushuntiriladi. Men o'z bitta dars sarflayman buni tushuntirishga. Can you make a plan for writing section first? I understand. Should we do task 1 or task 2? Which one is difficult in your opinion? Okay. I recommend starting with task 2 because it basically deserves higher share in your writing. Okay, long read, yes. Discuss both views. Shunday ikkita body, paragraph, one advantage. Yes, all of them are good. Hammasi yaxshi. Whatever I do is not improving. Task 1 yozishga qiynalaman, maqsad bo'ladi. Everything needs more time, guys. Okay? Guys, task 1 it's very broad topic. Masalan, men sizga shuni qiling deb ayta olmayman, lekin bitta narsa, ko'proq o'sha reportlarni o'qishingiz kerak. Masalan, New Scientist shunga o'xshagan yoki Economistlarda o'zi chetida anaqa graf berilgan bo'lsa, shu grafga taalluqli report ham berilgan, o'shalarni o'qishni tavsiya qilaman. Yes, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I give interviews to many channels or do podcasts with many channels. Now, guys, we're going to spend 5 more minutes on the questions, okay? So if you have questions, quickly, 5 more minutes, 5 minutes yana. Writing the asosiy fikr ifodalab ko'rsatsa bo'ladimi? Okay. Siz aytganingizdek qilaman, decrease increase yozaman. Rahmat maslahat uchun. Okay, great. Endi lekin dinozor faqat increase decrease bilan ish bitmaydi. Masalan, ba'zida siz qaysi biri highs and lows yozishingiz kerak yoki bo'lmasa qaysi biri ajralib turadi yoki qaysi biri ko'p o'syapti. Masalan, hammasi kichik o'sadi, bittasi bo'ladi yoki ikkitasi bo'ladi, ko'p o'sadi. Shunga o'xshagan. Dramatic increase bo'ladi. O'shalarni yozishingiz kerak. Listeningda imtihonda highlight qilasizmi? Ha, highlight qilaman. Imtihonda men ko'p CGI topshiraman. CGIda o'sha double click qilsangiz birdan highlight bo'ladi. Unaqa highlight qilib o'tirishingiz ham shart emas, hattoki double click qilsangiz highlight bo'lib ketaveradi. Highlight qilish unchalik time consuming emas, o'shaning uchun men bu double click qilib ko'rsangiz highlight o'xshaydi. Mana bitta sichqonchaning chap tarafini 2 marta bosasiz. Good. No guys, I don't have Telegram channel. But you can follow me on my Instagram if you want. If you really miss me, after the webinar, you might miss me, right? In that case. Okay, so 2 more questions, then we can finalize with you. Right, 2 more questions. Or, if you want to say something nice to me, you can use the comment section. Manga rahmatlar, nimadirlar aytmoqchi bo'lsanglar, you can use the comment section. Right? I'd be happy to read. Qaysi article o'qishni maslahat berasiz? Wow, okay. Actually, I recommend Reader's Digest. It was my favorite. O'sha Reader's Digestni maslahat beraman. Yoki bo'lmasa, har xil o'sha Economist, New Scientist, yoki oddiy anaqa har xil joylardan keladigan artikellar kanalida bo'ladi-yu, Telegram kanalida. Speaking ikkimiz gapirish uchun nima qilish kerak? Planning better, telling a story, yes. Qo'yishingiz kerak. Guys, okay, if you have any stress before the exam, just forget about let's say, for some time. Bu shunchaki test, yes? And, there is a saying that only God can test us. O'shaning uchun, just take it easy. O'sha peshanangizda yozilgani bo'ladi, nima bo'lsa ham, it will be good for you, yes? Menda ham shunaqa bo'lgan. Men ham masalan 8:30 kutib yurgan vaqtlarimda 8 olib qo'yganman. 9 kutib yurganda 8:30 olib qo'yganman, but everything is fine. Hammasi bu yaxshi. It's okay. Yes. O'sha peshanangizga yozilgani bo'ladi. Agar sizga rostdan ham 8 kerak bo'ladigan bo'lsa, you will get it no matter what. Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you for the questions. Okay. Thank you, Akmalika. Very nice to see you in the comment section. Actually, I didn't know that you were actually watching. Thank you. Okay. Actually, Abduvali, your question is a little bit personal. Men o'zim ko'proq kitob o'qiyman. Kino ko'rsam zerikish odatim bor. O'rtoqlarim bilan ham masalan kino ko'rsam tez zerikib qolaman. O'shaning uchun kitob o'qiyman. Lekin ba'zilar bor, kinodan zo'r o'rganadi. Dash kinodan o'rganib, masalan, darajasi yuqori odamlarni ham taniyman. O'shaning uchun o'ziga bog'liq. Balki ikkalasini ham qilishingiz kerakdir. Okay. Are you from Kasan? Yes. I actually was born there. Speaking the idea kelmasa, partudan nima qilsa bo'ladi? For that, okay, as I said, this is the last question. Either this question will be last question. Nima qilsa bo'ladi? Speaking the idea kelmasa partuda. Just guys, you should get just ready. Like, idea kelmasa, nima uchun idea kelmasligi mumkin? Siz o'zbek tilida, o'zingizda tilingizda sizga o'sha idea keladimi shu savolga? Agar javobingiz yo'q bo'lsa, demak siz o'z fikrlashingiz yaxshi emas demoqchiman. Qanaqa tushuntirsa bo'ladi? Balki o'sha savolga to'liq tayyor emassiz demoqchiman. Okay? O'ylab ko'ring. Okay? Shu boshida o'sha qiyinroq savollarga tayyorlanishingiz kerak bo'lishi mumkin. Shunaqasi masalan. Okay, thank you. Great, everyone. Great. Great. It was so much fun to teach you and to share what I know about IELTS writing, task 2, task response, task 1, task achievement path. It was very nice to connect with you. And thank you so much for joining and have a good night. And yeah, if you see in person anywhere, say hi. I'm very friendly. And see you again. Maybe in this channel, maybe in person, or maybe IDP IELTS office, yes. As a frequent test taker. Yes, I think I only take the test with the best, which is IDP, yes. So you might see me in their office quite frequently. So feel free to stop by if you also take the test with the best, yes, which is IDP. Okay, good. So have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. See you.
Gulasal, sizga ham kattakon rahmat. Yo'q bo'lmasa, endi mana shu vebinarni o'tib berganingiz uchun o'ylaymanki, hammaga ko'p foydali bo'ldi. Agar qolgan o'quvchilarda ham, misol uchun, ingliz tilini o'rganish kerak bo'lsa, ingliz tilini o'rganmoqchi bo'lsa, bemalol IELTS Zone'da Gulasal Butayevani kurslariga ham yozilsanglar bo'ladi. Gulasalga yana bir bor o'zimizni minnatdorchiligimizni IDP IELTS jamoasi nomidan bildiramiz. Rahmat kattakon hammaga.
Okay, rahmat. Goodbye. Rahmat sizga. Bye bye.